It's pretty bad. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Preacher. And yesterday, we got one hell of an announcement, boyos. Gears of War. Reloaded, in fact. Comes to PS5 on August 26th, remastered from the ground up. Man, I mean, like, we just gotta be real. There's so much egg on the face right now. And I mean, this is like the penultimate, right? Like, the console wars are over, but the wins keep coming in, boys. I mean, it's you know what it is? The spoils of war. The spoils of war. They ship a little late sometimes, but they're shipping. They're shipping and they're getting to us. Gears of War on PS5? If you would have said that 18 months ago, they would have called you crazy fanboy. Day one? PS5? You know E-Day's coming, right? You know this is the taster to get us ready for E-Day. Wow. I mean, like, I don't even. This is like an Uncharted going over. Like, Uncharted is way bigger than Gears of War, but it's like Uncharted going to Xbox. Like, this is some. I mean, they were doing it, right? Forza came over, but Gears is a different story, man. That's the identity of Xbox. That's core Xbox. That's burger, fries, and shake. Forza, you can write it off, bro. Like, let's be real. And Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves and Forza are truly, truly, truly core Xbox games, right? So they were already doing this. But Gears of War and Halo, that's the kind of stuff that's going to change mainstream perception. When motherfuckers start seeing that Gears of War with the X button, and sure, when motherfuckers see that Halo with the haptic feedback, and I think I'm of the mind that that could come this year. Xbox is just dropping stuff right now, right? For some reason, they just shadow dropped Oblivion like a couple weeks before they have a showcase. And they let this go. This is official. All this stuff is official. Like, weeks before the showcase. That they got more in the chamber. They got a lot more in the chamber, I would reckon. And I mean, that's got to be the thing that burns up Xbox fans the most. Is they really, hey, you heard it here first, boys. They really genuinely got the games right now. They got a ton of games. Now, they bought up all these companies to get this insane output. This isn't some surprise or some sort of equal, like, comparison to PlayStation. Everybody's like, not everybody at all, but Xbox fans are like, look at PlayStation. They're not producing nearly as much as Xbox. They're not nearly as big. They don't have nearly the parent company. They can't. You know what I mean? It takes a minute for the handful of studios they do have to cook. But that's not to take away from Xbox. Their output is nuts this year, and it's some of the stuff that I want. Ninja Gaiden 2, that's a dream remake for me. That's like Final Fantasy 7 remake levels of, like, holy shit, I didn't think this thing could exist. I didn't think anybody gave a fuck. And Ninja Gaiden 4. So they got me. And I've always wanted to play Gears of War. Never wanted to buy an Xbox for it. But here we are. They're bringing it to me. And the thing is, this is such a perfect synergy for what Xbox is and what they offer and how much they've grown this generation. They bought a lot of stuff. There was no way that they could ever continue to play that exclusive game. It just didn't work. It just didn't work. And this works tremendously because now more than ever, and I absolutely love that this is happening, now more than ever, the different consoles, you really have different reasons to buy them. They're all very, very different. And Xbox is making an argument for, even amongst all this, them losing exclusivity is endlessly hilarious, and we will laugh at it for long into this channel's lifespan, I'm sure. But it makes a lot of sense for them. It's what they should be doing. This is what they should be doing, because now they have hardware, right? And they're making an argument in a decent argument for their hardware, right? You get an Xbox, right? Like I said, at least this year, if they can keep this cadence up. Now, obvious, all this is, smashed in the context of consistent quality. That has always been Xbox's problem, is high quality content at a consistent cadence. That has always been Xbox's problem. And I wouldn't really say they have super high quality stuff right now, there's some stuff that I'm interested that they're attached to, but the stuff coming out of Xbox proper is, as always, good, not great. But the thing is, they have a big backlog of large IP that they can bank on, that they have a base now. They have a base in the PlayStation ecosystem that they can bank on, right? So here you go. It's literally going to be PlayStation fans bankrolling Game Pass. That's not a lie. That's not a lie. That's exactly what's happening. And it's going to work to tremendous success, right? So now, as when we go into next generation, you're going to have to choose, do you want to, if you're playing some of these games, and that's the thing that is always left out of these arguments. I don't want to play South of Midnight. Like, would I play it if it was free? Yeah. Do I care to buy it? Not really. Like, you know what I mean? Grounded, Sea of Thieves, none of that stuff am I buying. So, it's not like I'm losing that value by not being able to play it. It would be cool if I could, but yeah, I'm not losing sleep over it. So, but you will have that option going into next generation, and you have it now. That's kind of the problem with this whole thing, is they have to keep up the consistent cadence of quality, because you have to make that huge vault of Game Pass games very, 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 very alluring. You know what I mean? Because people are used to buying their games. I'm used to buying games. Most people are used to buying games because that's how video games have worked. And so if the quality is higher where you're buying it, people are going to, the cream is going to rise to the top, right? And people are going to flock to it. And that's just always going to be. So unless Xbox starts putting out this cadence with even higher quality games, especially now that they're raising their prices, that's a big rake step for them, man. They really should have held out, because them going higher now puts a higher expectation on them, and they have only just started to meet part of that cadence. They've started to meet the cadence. They haven't really topped off on the quality part. You can like Xbox games. I don't want to say that they're bad games or anything, but they're not, they haven't had their Last of Us. When Death Stranding 2 comes out here shortly, that's the difference between an Xbox exclusive and a PlayStation exclusive often. You know what I mean? And I think there's a quality bar there too. I don't think it's just the hype. I think it's really a different quality of experience that you're getting, and people are willing to pay for it. So you have to parody that. But now they have a system where you can offer that and get subscription money from the people who are buying your very expensive at this point hardware, and all of it is being subsidized on the PlayStation, right? And Nintendo and anywhere else you go, and PC. So Game Pass at this point is sustainable. You've lost exclusivity, you've lost face, right? You've lost the hardcore. They literally, you know what this is? This is a Griffith. This is a Griffith. Oh man, I gotta put Phil Spencer's face on Griffith. Yo, this is a Griffith. You sacrifice those closest to you. You sacrificed your hardcore base, but you got basically infinite power for it. It's hard to blame him when you look at the wings. And I think that's about it. This is Microsoft's third party machinations manifesting when a lot of people told us it wasn't happening, when a lot of people said if Gears of War goes on PlayStation, get your pitchforks ready. Be ready for them to be spinning today. Spinning it any which way, because I'll tell you one thing. The frog is boiled. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. The frog is boiled. We don't even have to warm it up anymore. He is floating dead. That frog is hot. They don't care. Well, they do care. Let's make that very clear. These Xbox guys very much care that their games are going to PlayStation, but they can't. Something can only happen so many times when you give it such a strong reaction. But if you listen to what they say, they're very salty. You know what I mean? They're barely even talking about the remake itself, more that it's coming to PlayStation, which is the more interesting part. So, as always, we're just watching. We're just watching it all go by. But think that'll do me for today. I'm going to go have another big laugh. My name is Preacher, and I very much hope to see you back here on the pews.